Hello and welcome to Zevy's Garage. Today we have two top of the line air pumps that we're going to be comparing head to head and see which one comes out on top. Let's get to opening these affordable top tier tire inflators. Okay, so we're going to start by opening the Auxito air pump here. I know you guys have seen these before. I personally love these. It's packaging, instructions, whatnot. Get that out of the way. Slide it out of the packaging. You can see it has a nice little cover that tells you everything, all the functions, battery indicator, pressure units, yada yada. We don't need that. We already know how all this works. Oh, so satisfying. So here, the Auxito A301. This is our cord for inflating tires, which does have other attachments for other uses, but you see here it just clicks in and twist. Now it's locked in. Heat resistant, it's all very sturdy, very stable. I can bend it, I'm not worried about breaking it. I can do whatever, really. And then this side here, if you can see on the video or not, will thread into your Schrader on the tire. You can do it car tires, bike tires, as long as they have a Schrader with this setup. So you can see it does come with charging cord. USB-C is standard, which is very nice. And here's your other attachments that will thread into here, like using for balls, whatever else you need. Onto the airmoto smart air pump. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide it out. Same thing. It feels cheaper than the Auxito, but I do like this. This will thread in here like so. Decent. I feel like that would tear over time, or if it's near anything sharp. Let's see, let's turn it on. And they're both fully charged. The display looks decent. It kind of looks like it has a tiny bit of fading, at least on the battery icon, but that's no biggie. This one's off the bat sounds quieter, but it also sounds like it's going to be slower. That's just my initial impression. I feel like this one's moving more air by doing that, but let's see. We'll test that later. Back to this. We're going to turn this off. We're going to push and hold. Both displays are now off. Same thing. Comes with a USB-C charging cord and some accessories. Same accessories, really. So that's good. They're both at least comparable when it comes to what accessories they come with. Those are the two displays side by side. Maybe it's because it's naturally a smaller font. This one is a harder display for me to see. They're both not particularly bright during daylight. We are in direct sun right now though, but I can pretty easily tell that it's saying that it's measuring in PSI. That's our current pressure, and that's the set point pressure, which is 35 PSI. This one is 0 PSI set pressure, 33.5, it's either 33 or 38 actually. That is a 38.5 set pressure there. So it is a little harder to see, but once again, you can just block it with your finger, create the shadow. You'll be able to see the numbers as needed. The main thing I do notice off the bat is the light is bigger in this one, the light is small in this one, and this one has USB charging where I've charged my phone off another Auxito air pump I have. This one does not have that option, which, you know, this is just designated air pump really. I have used this when off-roading. If I did not need to use the air pump, I would use it to charge my phone on the drive back home. But once again, they're both simple, cheap, affordable air pumps. But we're here to see one thing at the end of the day, and how do they perform while inflating tires? Let's test that out. Tire is flat. I can press on it, I can squish it, I can do what I want. I can squish it. So, first up is the airmoto. So we're going to turn it on. Off camera, I have set our pressure to 35 PSI. Let's see how long it takes. So we're going to 7.5 minutes versus 13.5 minutes for the airmoto. For this next experiment, we're going to be running both air pumps under no load, but to see how long they'll run before they run out of battery. The airmoto lasted for about 34 minutes, and the A301 lasted for about 36 minutes. So that is our comparison of the airmoto versus the Auxito A301. The airmoto inflated this small 175/65/15 tire in 13.5 minutes, and the A301 did it in 7.5 minutes. That's a tiny bit over half the time for the A301, so that's pretty good. What can I say? This one is already tired after one inflation. It's pretty low battery. Definitely won't do another tire, but it'd probably inflate a little more if you had to top off or something. The A301 still had, I want to say, about half the battery still. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's our time comparison of basic decibels. So the airmoto has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. The Auxito A301 comes with a 5,200 milliamp hour battery. That can go towards inflating your tires. With that note, thank you for watching this video. Glad to be able to use the airmoto. Glad I can use the Auxito. But end of the day, I personally keep the Auxito in my car. I keep it on all my family members' cars when I can. If you need a top off air, it's pretty quick. You saw 7.5 minutes for this size tire. Your times will depend on your temperature, pressure, tire size, whatnot. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching, and until next time, goodbye.